kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The toss sweep to the right. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking for space. It's Frazier. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now on 2nd down. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. The screen, and watch out. And he's knocked down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field, trying to get the edge on the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Off the play fake on first down. It's caught. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. He gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go belly out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back out.
And the Volunteers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The option look. Now the pitch. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Flying down the right side. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with an 83-yarder for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down to the pass and getting the sack.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They booted away on fourth down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. There he goes. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Give to the running back. Running to Green. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Jefferson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Bohannon. Now sliding to his left. Got the first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
A design run for the quarterback. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback making adjustments. makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Rolls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This is a design run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
To pick it up on the ground. Powers through the defender. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. No fall off from the noise or intensity from this crowd as we start the fourth quarter. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Finds a little space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the red zone, it's Frazier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. He'll try the left side. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line, and I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A first down run on the doorstep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because, unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 21 to Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Braswell. Crosses to 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Matthews.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Offense working from the pistol. Scanning the field, it's Bohannon. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
And the Vols line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To throw, it's Stockton. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, I like this, man. Clock running down. You can take a knee. You can be very conservative, but you can tell they're trying to spin this ball, go for the win. I like it. Just don't make the mistake.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, I'm being curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. They go to the ground.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
It's just so nice to have a signal who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my goal.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On the move, it's Frazier. Turning it off. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's in! The 2-point conversion in overtime. What a call to win the game! What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.